I think I might need some larger Christmas trees to stand up to my hair. So hello and welcome to Dommy Tries This. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is another one found by my daughter. Aren't they all nowadays? This one says Deck the Paws and has some lovely golden paw prints on it. I believe she found it at Kroger, which is where we always shop. So it's a cute mug. She actually showed me a couple of different ones, and this is the one that I said was really cute, and I thought this is the one I wanted. Anyway, so since we're going to be we should be in December by the time this goes up. But since we're heading into December when I film, I figured it was time to start getting the Christmas stuff out. So you're going to see all the Christmas mugs and all that stuff. And anyway, in this particular copy mug right now, there is the Stash Chocolate Orange, another very holiday type flavoring tea for me. I actually really enjoy this. It is double bagged, but it has just started steeping. It's been in there for less than 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and give her a taste, but I'm not expecting that blossoming flavor that I really enjoy from the Stash teas until later. So give it a taste and we will get started. It smells so good. Oh, I lied. Mostly getting the orange, the chocolate right now. Oh, Lord, they had some good chocolate teas. I do have to, excuse me, I do have to get some refills on that. Anyway, so, like I said, we're going into Christmas. We're going into December. Christmas is like my favorite time of year, or at least it was for the longest time. We haven't been able to decorate and do the kind of celebrating that I was used to doing. I'm used to doing, in the past. So here we are. So before I get started into anything else, I just want to let you know the neighbors are home. Those of you who have been here for a while understand what I mean by the neighbors being home and what that entails. For those of you who don't, if you hear noises in the background, thumping, people yelling, things like that, somebody talking very loudly, it's my neighbors. It's my neighbors. I do the best I can, but today we are filming very, very late, and they are home from work or wherever they were at for the week. And yeah, they're being very, very noisy. So just be aware. Didn't do it. Anyway, so we are heading into December, like I said, which is heading into Christmas. December and Christmas used to be like my favorite time of year. It still is to some degree, but we have not been able to celebrate the way I like to celebrate for some time now. We can't, our apartment's too small for a tree. We usually do a very big family dinner. My husband and I pay for that, and we do all the cooking and everything, and that is our Christmas gift to our kids, because it's usually a $225 to $250. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But we're not doing that this year, obviously, but we've had to tone some of that down a little bit as well, because, finances, it's just a thing. And anyway, so we're heading into that, and I thought I would go ahead and get us started on our next Bright Ladies look for Christmas. So if you're interested in this look, and let me take off the glasses and I can show it to you a little bit. If I'm not bleeding all down here, my eyes have been having issues since my husband decided to cook dinner. But it doesn't look like there's much going on. But at any rate, if you are interested in this look, I will warn you, however, the palettes I used, all but one, and I will tell you more about it later, but all but one are discontinued. First one is this ColourPop. This was a buy-up palette. I believe almost all of these shades no longer exist. I will list them below so you can look for them. I do believe that this particular bronzer is also out of stock. Again, I will list what I used down below. I did use all three of these on my cheeks, and I used several in here. In fact, I primarily used this particular palette. We also used from ColourPop the It's My Pleasure palette. I don't know if that's still up there. This one is a lot of purples and pinks. I don't know if they still have this one up there. I noticed that their gray and black one is been sold out for a long time now. I don't know what ColourPop is doing. I just don't. They're not restocking any of their old things. But anyway, also in addition to that, I used the Urban Decay, now I'm drawing a blank, heat metals or something metals. It was that. People hated this. A lot of people hated this particular palette. I actually love this palette. It is obviously no longer available. It is several years old. I'm going to cover that up. This is one of the reasons why they hated it, was this mirror in the middle. But I'm going to tell you, even though I have used these particular palettes that are currently out of stock or out of no longer being made at all, because I'm pretty sure some of these shades, not all of them, but some of these shades are listed on the site. They're just sold out, perpetually sold out. And I believe the It's My Pleasure is still listed and just sold out. At any rate, even if you're not going to be able to get a hold of these for this look, just find some greens, a red, and a silver. The silver is, this one is On a Whimsy. They have another silver, I believe, that's listed. ColourPop has some of the best silvers. I did have to go to a completely different palette to help bump up my red because they don't have very good reds. I'm not sure what that is. But this silver in here, this On a Whimsy, is absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very pigmented. I think it's one of the best silvers I've used. I had a Colored Rain silver that I thought came up really good, but it also had so much fallout. And this one is not nearly that bad, but has all the payoff. So get a silver, get a gold, get some green, red. You'll see what we're using. And you should be able to go ahead and replicate this look with those shades because they're just basically Christmas colors. Anyway, after all of that explanation, if you're interested in learning how I did this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm going to start with this color Now and Zen. And then we're going to move to Whimsy. I swear to you, ColourPop has one of the best silvers I've seen. It doesn't go all over the place. And then I have some other plans, but those are our first two. So taking a fluffy brush, putting it in Now and Zen. This is going to do what I normally do, which is start at my crease and move up, working from my brow area down. And this is not going to give me a lot of color, which is fine, especially over this very similar shade of concealer. But it does brighten things up with its shine. So I'm going to take a slight detour. I'm going to go and get some of this Tiki. That's what this color is? Yes. I have all my colors on the back. So I'm going to take this Tiki. I'm going to lightly dust it over the Now and Zen to try to give it just a little bit of color. Little bit of color. We don't want a lot. Starting close to the crease so it lightens up as it goes up. Most of that stuff in the crease is going to disappear when I do my rest of my look. But there, now we've got a little bit more, just a touch more color. And we still got our shine. Alright, so we're going to get that Silver Whimsy, and we're going to put it on a flat brush that I'm about to spray. Now, I have found in the past that I don't normally have to spray this, but spraying it gives it much more shine. And we're going to take it about 2/3 across. Such a beautiful color. I am dabbing it in. So we're about 2/3 the way across. So next we're going to do a double up. We're going to start with this color Going Steady on the outer portion, and then we're going to flip over to the It's My Pleasure palette and take out a color from there that I absolutely also adore from ColourPop. So obviously we're doing a lot of ColourPop today. I actually had planned to use another palette, but we're going to take this color. It's a nice dark reddish tone, and we're going to pat it on the back end, kind of mix it a little bit with that silver there. Isn't that pretty? But just patting her in. So we want some shine over that red, and we are going to grab this color Bare Minimum from the It's My Pleasure palette. I'm going to try it without dampening the brush first and then go from there. I will say I'm going to apologize. My neighbors are home. Just came home. They're already being kind of thumpy up there. We've had one of our weeks with them. They were quiet for a while. Not so much right now. Basically, I'm using this Bare Minimum so that the color isn't so matte. I want a little bit of shine. All right, so I think I'm going to have to go ahead and spritz. I'm not getting much shine. So spritz we have done. Let's go ahead and try it again. Come here. May also be because it's a red tone. I don't know, reds just seem to be difficult with everything. But just want a little shine in there. And she's being difficult. That's okay. It's all right. All right, so I'm going to take this color Super Zoom for my crease. I've been doing my crease just a little bit different lately and using a fluffier brush and patting that in. And then I use a very small brush to do that detailing you're used to from me, if you've been here before. So we're going to pat this in the crease. This one may be a little too fluffy. We'll see how it goes. Part of the reason I'm starting to use this kind of brush versus my round brush is this one's easier to get a narrower, basically to get the line to fade down towards the inner corner a bit more, whereas with my big round brush, it's all the same size no matter what. Going on the out here. I may have to darken this up with something else. Got an idea. She's a bit lighter than I expected. I'm going to try a different brush first. This one may just be too... I'm going to try this Sigma. My only Sigma. See if we can get this to be a bit darker on the outside. Yeah, I think that one brush was just a little too fluffy. Too soft to get that color in there. There we go. A little dusting around, although that's going to change soon. Starting to look like Christmas. Next, I'm going to grab this Quantum Sleep for in the crease to do some deepening up, some shading. And I'm using my round ice cream brush from Moda. This is a smaller round than my e.l.f. I don't even know what they call these. These are detail brushes. So it's a round detail brush. And because I am so blind, we are just going to be like really close to our mirror. We're going to put this right in the crease and do a little point out on the end. Be a little stubborn today. I have noticed in the past that sometimes the ColourPop blues have issues. There she is. Hello. Welcome back to the party. There we go. And again, I'm going to go under a bit. Just pull that all together. Okay, have to say I'm not 100% happy with this red, but we are going to very quickly grab my blending brush and we're going to blend this up here together just a bit like that, so they all go. Definitely need a much brighter red, but anyway, now I'm going to go finish my other eye and the rest of my face, and then we'll be back. All right, so we're back. I'm going to let you know how, well, first let's get a close-up of this look. I'm going to come in and let you take a look of everything now that we are done with it. There are some changes I made, and I will discuss those in just a minute, but let's go ahead and get in here. If my eyes are starting to fall apart a little bit, I apologize. My husband started working on dinner, and things happened and my eyes started to water a bit. So hopefully I am not too muddy underneath. But anyway, here is the look. I hope that's close enough for you all. Okay, so there's the look. Alrighty, so what did I do to help? First thing is I asked my husband, if this looked like Christmas, and he looked at my face and said, "No, you need some red." And I went, "There is some red." He said, "Yeah, but it's a dot." So basically the original reds that we used were a little dark. So I grabbed the Melt Muerte palette. I really do need to find a really good satin or shimmery red somewhere. It's one of those colors. Red and purple are the two colors that I have struggled with getting the most. But anyway, I did use the Corazon from here, and I popped a little bit of that over my red to make it more evident. I did end up having to darken up my green on this outer edge a bit, and also the blue in the crease. I had to darken those up a little bit. And I used, if I can find her, it's in my basket. I keep putting this little sucker down in my basket, and then I lose it because it's so tiny. Where are you? There you are. I used this Mamacita Cosmetics eyeliner. I actually attempted to use an eyeshadow first, but I used this, and then I used the blue here over it to eyeline. Try not to do it this way. Use this blue over it to eyeline, and then I used this gold and this green underneath my eyes. So that's how I brought in my UD. I like my Urban Decay metals, heavy metals. That's what it is. It's the heavy metals palette. So that's how I used this in the look. And like I said, just darkened a few things up here, added a bit more red, give it a bit more pop. Hopefully that helped. Anyway, and then like I said, I used this as the liner and the blue from the metals, heavy metals over it to give it kind of a subtle shimmer. Although this is supposed to have a little bit of a shimmer, but it's a very, very minor shimmer in it, I think. Unless it's not the one with the shimmer. It's quite possible I have others. I'm really enjoying these, by the way. So if you are interested in liners like this, where you have to use a brush to apply them, those are great. So at any rate, I hope you like the whole look, and I hope I get to see some of you wearing it in the future or something similar. You know, you just use it as inspiration. And that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, I hope you will subscribe. When you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week. That's Monday and Thursday, but we do have bonus videos. I've been doing indie brand openings, but we're going to take a break from that for a little while. We have some other things we have to work on, and spending, you know, the $50 to $100 I've been spending on indie brands just got to stop now. Apparently somebody agrees that I have to stop and thinks that's a very good idea. Anyway, also my son opens a geek box of some sort almost every month. Now, we aren't getting one for November. By now you should be aware of that because this is going up in December. However, he is getting one. His dad has picked one out and just has some things that he has to take care of before he can go ahead and get that subscription started. And if you send anything, that would get opened as a bonus video as well. You don't have to send anything. And if you don't want it opened on the channel, just leave me a note in your box, or you can join the Domi Tries This Facebook group, which is listed down below. And you can tell me on there that you have sent something and you do not wish to be embarrassed by me by having it opened on the channel. If you're part of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. I am still not getting email notices for stuff that I have for notifications. I do get them in the app, and I do get them when I go online on the site. I get the little "you have so many notifications," but I'm not getting the emails like I used to. So I'm not sure if they're going to phase out emails or if they just haven't caught up to it not working. So click the bell just in case. You never know, it might start working again and at any time. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, I'd be sad and disappointed. But you're always welcome back here because we love having the company. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Alrighty, so this has actually managed to sit here for at least 5 minutes, so I'm hoping that orange is going to show right on up for us. We are going to go ahead and give it a sip, and then we'll be on our way. She's still really hot. You know, when I do these videos, this tea doesn't get a chance to sit as long as usual. The orange is starting to show. Oh my God. This makes me want to not do my next video I'm supposed to film. Just curl up on the couch. So good. Hopefully it's still available at stash.com. Go ahead and take a look because I don't think I've ever seen this one in a grocery store. But go ahead and take a look. The link will be also down below. See if you can find it over there. You know, if my link is bad, do a search. Because seriously, this is if you're into chocolate and chocolate oranges, you're going to love this one. Anyway, that's it. Hope you have a good one.